Uh-huh. Shh. All right, all right, all right. All right. I don't know who's gonna pop in, who's not gonna pop in. It's gonna be short and sweet, hopefully. I just got in from work. My dog is being crazy. Come here. Come on. But breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Chicago Sky, the Chicago. Okay, you gotta hush. I'm on live. The Chicago Sky has named their head coach today, right now, and it is none other than assistant coach from the Las Vegas Aces, my Aces, Tyler Marsh. Tyler Marsh is now the new head coach for the Chicago Sky. So, how am I feeling about that? I like Tyler. I'm a fan of the Aces. I like Tyler. I don't believe he's been a head coach before, not obviously on a professional level. But hold on, y'all. Why is this looking like this? Okay. I don't think he's been a head coach on a professional level, but I have seen him, like I said, on the Aces. I've seen him work with Jackie. I've seen how Jackie has improved on her game. Jackie Young speaks like volumes about him. She loves Tyler. She loves what he has done on his during the off season. He's like pretty much been her personal coach. Works on her shot, works on her moves. Over the years, she's really improved. She's done great. He's also worked with Asia. He's worked with a lot of the players on the team. Um, Last season, when Becky got that 2 game suspension, she missed game 1 and game 2. Both Natalie Nakasi, who is now the head coach of the Golden State Warriors, and Tyler Marsh, both of them took turns coaching. I think Natalie took game 1 and Tyler took game 2. They won both games, by the way. So I think it's going to be very, very interesting. I'm excited because it's somebody that I'm familiar with. It's somebody that I enjoyed watching on the sideline with the Aces for the last few years that I've watched them. Hey, KRL, love this hire. I actually, I do. Um, I am happy to see that the news said that he signed a multi-year deal because that's what the coach, whatever coach was going to get hired with Chicago, they needed to put their foot down with Jeffrey and Michael. I still don't like them. I still don't trust them. I don't know what they're doing. I never know what they're doing. So there's that. But I always felt whatever coach was going to sign with Chicago had to go to that front office and say, okay, this is what I want. This is what I need. This is, if you decide to cut me short, if you decide to fire me before my 3-year or 2-year contract or whatever is up, you will pay me X amount of money. You're going to continue my salary. You're going to give me a stipend or an extra bonus on top of that. Like, it needs to be ironclad so that front office can't screw anybody else anymore, right? I need autonomy. I need you to get out of my business. I need you to not be on my back. I need you to allow me to grow and work and do blah, 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 right? And leave me alone. And I think they obviously wanted Stephanie White. I think they could not meet Stephanie's demands because I think Stephanie really did want to go back home to Indiana. That's all she talked about last night. She called the one of the NBA games I was watching last night. I can't even remember what it is now. But every chance she got, she was talking about how happy she was to, be going back home and like being close to her family. So that was very important to her. So I'm sure whatever Chicago was offering was not enough to keep her away from her family. Um, Angel tweeting W. Okay, see, that's all I needed to know. All I needed to know was how does Angel feel about this? Because I know the first person, I'm so sorry for those of you that don't agree. The first person that needs to buy into whatever coach is coming there is Angel Reese. I'm so sorry. She is the franchise player. Her and Camilla and Kennedy. But I think out of those three, Angel is definitely the most vocal. Angel is definitely the most um, she's what everybody comes to see, whether you love her or hate her. She's the one that people are looking at. And Camilla's gonna be on a live and have fun, but when it's on the basketball court, she's just about business. Just tell her where she needs to go and she's gonna do it. She ain't really caring, talking about all that other stuff. Just tell me where to go, make sure you treat me right, and we're good. She's not that vocal, whether or not in public. She might be vocal with her teammates. And then Kennedy just wants to go somewhere where she is loved and appreciated. And I think Tyler understands that. And I believe Tyler will champion the idea that the team needs to be built around Angel, Camilla, and Kennedy. I really feel that. I think he understands that, and we'll see. I mean, Jeff is still the GM, so I mean, Tyler has so much authority, but I don't know. Like, we got to see what the front office does with the players that they have. They have a lot of free agents. We got to figure out who they're keeping, or who they're gonna allow to possibly be drafted in to Golden State. So yeah, it's a lot, but I'm excited because we needed a coach. We needed a coach. Now we can start the rebuilding of this team, because literally this team is starting back from zero. Like, they had the rug pulled up from under them. I just think they were blindsided by the whole thing. I feel like a lot of things were not like where they needed to be. And they were losing a lot. They had a lot of injury. It was a bunch of stuff going on. So I think this team is back down to like square one. Now they can start building. And the thing with Tyler is, Tyler's been watching Chicago. Tyler's definitely been watching Chicago, watching Angel, watching Camilla. He's made several comments online about Angel and her play, and how she's a dog, and how she's tough, and how like he's celebrating their wins as well. He's talked about Chicago just being full of dogs. So he knows what he's going into. And I really honestly believe he is a coach that can have authority, that knows his X's and O's, but can also relate to the players. So we'll see how it all works out. But I'm just excited. It's about time, Jeffrey. It is about time you got us a coach. Now the building can begin. Let me see what y'all said. I already said KRL says, I love this hire. Also, she said, but now I'm like, Vegas, what are we going to do? Vegas, Teaspoon's going to Vegas. I really believe that. Teaspoon is going to Vegas as one of Becky's assistant coaches, which I've already said I think that's a beautiful move for her. Not saying that she can't be a head coach, but I feel like, I want to say I think Teaspoon struggled a little bit in certain places. Not to say that she couldn't have worked on that and been better next season. Jeff didn't give her that chance, but I think what better way than to have her go to a championship caliber team with a championship caliber coach who came into the W, winning 2 back-to-back championships, and made it to the semifinals on her third try. I think, and they're friends. They've been teammates. I think she can learn a lot under Becky. I think she can learn a lot with that organization. I think she can learn a lot being the assistant coach to an Asia Wilson, to a Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum if she's there, Jackie Young. I think she's really good at, being a nurturing being a nurturer with her players. Zion Williams said the same thing. So I think that's where Teaspoon should go. Now, if they give her Atlanta or Washington, maybe, I don't know, but I think for Teaspoon, go over to Vegas. Go over to Vegas, live in the lap of luxury for a little bit, learn under Becky, and look what Becky has churned out. Becky has churned out two head coaches, Golden State and Chicago. Now we will see what these coaches do with brand new teams, essentially, from the ground up. I don't know if they're going to just come out of the gate winning every game, but it's going to be interesting to see how these teams, what they do with these coaches. But I'm super excited. Summer says, I'm so dang excited. KRL says, yep. Summer says, Angel's tweeting W. She is hyped. I know, yes. AB, how you doing? I think it's a good hire. Goodness rated, bro. Guys, I am on the live. Go sit down. Come over here. My dogs are getting hype. Hey. Sorry. Goodness rated both says that they signed Kennedy Carter back. Not to my knowledge, they haven't signed her back, but hopefully now that we have a coach in place, they maybe talk about some things. Again, like I said, Jeff, ultimately the front office makes that decision. I'm sure Tyler can say what he wants, but I think it'd be dumb to break up Angel, Camilla, Kennedy, and Michaela. Keep Michaela on the team as well. I think it's crazy to break up that team, allow them to grow, allow them some time to play. They didn't even get a whole season to play together. And let's see what happens. I think Tyler would be excellent for Kennedy Carter. Like, you're talking about a battery in her back. Oh, I think Tyler's great. I think Tyler would be great for that. Jeffrey says, I wonder who will be the coach of Connecticut's Sun? Is Kurt Miller going back to Connecticut? Are they getting a new coach? Like somebody totally different? It's to be, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure who's going on. I'm just so happy that I was really worried about the coach we were going to get. And Tyler is a first-time coach. But again, Tyler has been under the ACES organization, so he knows what's expected. He knows how to be treated. He knows what a good organization looks like, and I think he has high expectations. He knows what a championship team looks like. He knows the work that goes into it. He knows not only how to get a championship, but how to get one back to back. And I think he's going to be good. Jonathan says it's a good hire because he helped Hammond with those titles for the Aces. Yep. AB says, I hope the GMs don't get involved. I don't see him not getting involved. I mean, I don't have faith in Jeff. I just don't. So hopefully he steps back and let Tyler do Tyler. I hope they had that conversation when Tyler agreed to be the coach, to say, leave me alone and let me do what I need to do. I just need support, but I don't need you to run things for me. You know what I'm saying? And that might have been the headbutting that happened with Teaspoon and Jeff. Like, we don't really know what happened, but it could have been that same conversation. But Jeff was just like, I ain't hire you, so I can just let you go. I don't have to deal with that. So we don't really know what happened. Reddit Milky Way says Sky is up. AB says Becky needs Teaspoon. Wody Mac, what's going on? Who? MMA has returned. How do you feel about the Sky new head coach? I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm even more excited that Angel has seemed to have said something in response to it. I know she was really feeling a way, obviously, about Teaspoon being fired. So for her to have somebody else, I really do feel like Tyler is going to be a player's coach. I really feel like he's going to work on developing them. And that's the whole point. You got two rookies and a third-year player. Now this year, there's going to be two sophomores and a fourth-year player in Kennedy Carter. Michaela is a former rookie of the year. Like, they need more development as a team, and I think Tyler can do that. Wody Mack, they hired Tyler Marsh, the assistant coach for the Aces. He was with Becky. Summer says Tyler is going to make sure Angel and Camilla get that ball. That's it right there. That's the key. If they're going to be an inside out team, they're going to be an inside out team. And if you don't want to do that, I'm very interested because I haven't seen Tyler like really coach other than that first game. I'm really going to be interested in who they get on the team, who they keep on the team, and then how they respond. If you don't run the play, go to the bench. We're not giving you a bunch of chances. Go right to the bench. Just like if you're Monopoly, go to jail, go right to the bench. We're not playing that. So we'll see what happens. Goodness Rated says New York Liberty could use Kennedy Carter. Hold on, y'all. My dog. Hey, hey, hey. What are you doing? Sorry, I have to go outside because my dog has to go out. That's why he was crying. Um, New York Liberty could use Kennedy Carter. To be honest, any team can use Kennedy Carter. Kennedy Carter is an asset to any team, especially as a player. She's a dog. She goes and gets it. She's quick. Can't nobody really guard her. She has a couple of things I think she can work on as a player. Sorry, I'm shaking the phone. I'm scratching my arm. But outside of that, Kennedy, if you work with her the right way, she can be a total asset, I think. Summer says Tyler was a fan of this team and Angel, which was huge. Yep. I actually, like I was telling you, I actually quote tweeted Tyler earlier in the season when he said something about Chicago, because y'all know I'm Skaces all day over here, Aces and Chicago Sky. Those are my teams. And so when I would see Tyler tweet something out about Chicago or about Angel, because he did it a lot, I would be like, see, we're sisters. Like Aces and Chicago is always going to be, they're like this. And now it really is like that. You get the Aces former coach, their former coach, Teaspoon, may be going to the Aces. So yeah, he really did, and I'm happy about that. Wody Max says, I ain't hear you say Dana and Izzy. Because I don't know if Dana and Izzy are going to be with the team. I mean, I think those two out of everybody, we saw the exit interviews. They did not seem happy. They didn't seem like they were looking forward to a future with Chicago Sky. It was rumored that Dana had been looking for a trade. So I don't know what's going to happen with them. I mean, I don't mind either one of them. They just have to get with the program. And I think Izzy was great. I mean, Izzy was still trying to find her footing from coming back from injury. So, I mean, I'm not mad at if Izzy or Dana stay, but we just got to utilize them the best way. And more so Dana than Izzy. I think Izzy did great coming off the bench, being a great help coming in as the 4 or the 5 whenever we needed her. And it was a few times where she actually did really, really, really well for us. I think closer to the end of the season, she was definitely getting her footing back and like really, really being productive for us on certain games. But once the team kind of like fell apart, it was just, we couldn't sustain it with the people that we had, especially when they all became starters and we just didn't have a good, like, solid team. Mick was hurt. Big Mama was hurt. So it just wasn't working out. But I don't mind. Izzy and Dana, they can stay with the team. Dana's been doing great overseas. And so I hope she can bring some of that back with her if she stays with the Sky. And if she still wants to leave, then, good luck to her wherever she goes. Kelsaw says, this would have been good pick for Atlanta. Size was in Atlanta before. I wonder if they take her back. I forgot about Christy Sides. Maybe. AB says Miller doesn't need to go to the Sun. Okay, I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know who can go to the Sun. Jonathan says coaches who was involved in teams that won championships are good hires. Donovan says, whoa, they got a new coach. Who is it? It's Tyler Marsh from he was an assistant on the Vegas Aces. Summer says Spoon will go in as the player development coach. I believe that. Kyra, Europe. What's up, Jay? Hope all is well with everyone. We're doing good. We're celebrating the fact that Chicago Sky has a coach, and it is Tyler. It is somebody that I really like. Donovan says, wow, the Aces have no assistant coaches now, though, now that Tyler and Natalie are gone. Yeah, that's why I say I think one of them definitely is going to be, um, one of them is definitely going to be, sorry, something was on the TV. Teaspoon, I think. I'm leaning towards like 85% sure. I feel like Teaspoon may end up being assistant coach. And I'm not sure who else. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of great coaches out there that would love to be an assistant on the Aces. So we'll see who they end up getting. I mean, I'm I don't think this is a surprise to Becky or Mark Davis. I think they're smart people, and I think they already have people like in mind of who they want to replace Natalie and Tyler with, and they're already on it. Jonathan says, I'm glad we got a coach from a back to back championship winning team because that means they know what it will take to build a team that be a champion caliber team. Yep, exactly. Like, I think I need to research on how long Tyler was there. I know Natalie was there before Becky was there. I don't know about Tyler, but yes, they all went through the trenches of, becoming that back to back team. So I'm very, very happy about that. Danae is in the house. What's going on? Came over to like the live and show love. Thank you, Danae. KRL says hit the like button, please, y'all. Please do. Goodness rated says LOL. Any team can use her. Yeah, just her attitude. But other than that, she is damn good. The Sky would be a fool not to sign her back. And people say that about Kennedy's attitude. I just think she's confident. I mean, maybe she bumped heads with former teammates and stuff like that, but I didn't see any of that going on in Chicago this past season. I felt like she looked like she got along with everybody. She looked like she was a wanting to be a teammate. She was willing to play whatever role she was given, just to play. And I think that's why we saw her blossom so much when she did become a starter, because she had a coach that believed in her and just kept pushing her and allowing her to just be herself and play her game. And we could see throughout the season she started passing more. The thing with her and Camilla, that chemistry between her and Camilla, the way that Kennedy can drive to the basket, leave everybody in the dust, and as they're trying to find Kennedy, she just drops the ball off to Camilla and Camilla can get the shot. That's going to be dangerous. That's why we need to keep that together. We got to keep those three together and add in another one, add in Mick with that too. Not to say nobody else. I love Big Mama, which is Rachel. Like I said, if Izzy and Dana want to stay, that's great. Lindsay want to stay. I think we're going to get about 3 new players. I think we're going to get 3 new players to the team for sure. I don't think we're going to keep those same players that we have. We might get more than that. But I heard things about Kennedy's attitude, but I didn't see any of that in Chicago. And I think wherever she goes, if she doesn't stay with Chicago, she's going to be an asset, I believe. AB says Carter is the truth. It's the mental toughness that she needs to focus on. Summer says Marsh has NBA, G League, and NCAA experience. Okay. Thank you for the info, Summer. AB says Dana is under contract. She's under contract, but she wants to go. Is what the word was. Is what she was. Her agent was saying that they were requesting a trade. So even if she's under contract, if anybody can be picked up in the expansion draft, it doesn't have to be a free agent. It can be anybody. Anybody they don't protect can be picked up through the expansion draft, and then after that, whoever doesn't get picked up, if Dana's still requesting a trade, she can go. Not saying that she can go, but I'm saying like if the team wants to trade her, they can trade her. Izzy is a free agent. Yep. So I don't know if they'll pick her up or not. Dana and Izzy, Wadi Max says Dana and Izzy are good scorers, and let's be honest, in order, Ken, Michaela, Izzy, and the Dana are the most versatile scorers. Dana's small, but she can be an asset. Izzy playing good overseas too. Yep. Kelsaw says Dana's agent was online asking for a trade during the season. They may not want her back. That's what I was thinking. I mean, she may not want to come back, but if her issue was Teaspoon, then maybe she wants to stay now. But I just need Dana to play, to be in the best position to make Dana successful. She was not successful as the point guard for Chicago Sky. Now, if she's worked on whatever, worked on those skills and everything's good and she can be a point guard, great. But for me, from what I was seeing, I don't think she was set up in a way that made her successful. I think she was forcing the issue of being a point guard. I think she was much better as a shooting guard, but I don't know the conversations that was being had with the team and whatever she was doing. So I can't really speak on that. I just know as a fan what I was seeing, and I don't think she should be the point guard if she stays with Chicago. Summer says free agency just went up. Yep. Now that we got a coach, now that we got a coach from a winning organization, um, yeah, I think free agency is. I think we got some people. Dejanay, maybe Dejanay. I don't know if Kelsey Mitchell is interested. Satu, I'm not sure. We'll see. Gilletta, hey Gilletta, this is a good day for the Sky. Jeff trying to redeem himself. I ain't letting Jeff off the hook yet. He ain't off the hook with me. He did a great job by getting Tyler. Let's see what else he does the rest of the season. Like we got a long time, not a long time, but we got some time before the season starts. First thing Jeff needs to do is go ahead and sign Kennedy. And then I feel a little bit more better. And then we'll see what's going on with the other free agents and the people that we get on this team. Jess Carter says, or Kyra, I'd be surprised to see Teaspoon as an assistant on the Aces. I wouldn't. I think Teaspoon said herself she had a lot to learn. She had a lot of coaches she was leaning on. She was talking to a lot of coaches. And I think like she was willing to learn and get better. I think it would just benefit her to be an assistant coach. I just feel that way. It's nothing. I don't see anything wrong with it. I don't see it as a bad thing. I think it would really, really help her. So when the next time something comes up and there's an assistant coach up, I mean a head coaching up, she might be the one. Kyra says, I'm excited to see Tyler as a Sky new head coach. Same. BBG says, hey J Spot, happy with this hire. And yes, Kennedy had a great season and great with her teammates. All she needs is mutual respect. Yep. BBG says Ken and Miller chemistry is amazing. Barbie and Ken too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The three, nobody can get the ball to Camilla better than Angel. Nobody can get the ball to Angel better than Camilla. You got that. Then you got the chemistry between Barbie and Ken. Kennedy can be a great passer. She's too quick for people to stay with her. All she has to do is draw the defense and pass it out, whether to Camilla, whether to Angel. And she was somebody who was willing to get the ball to them. If they're an inside out team, she was a person that was willing to try to find out where they were and get them the ball. That's why that chemistry between Barbie and Ken was so good. And that's why I call them, I ain't got a name for Camilla and Kennedy yet. I'm going to call them Cam, and Ken. I don't really know what that name is going to be yet, but I think that dynamic is great. So that whole trio of players, that's where the attention needs to be for this team to continue to be successful. That's what I think. We'll see. I don't know what Tyler thinks. Adrian says at times Carter was in her feelings. Oh, she was. I mean, there were times you have to calm her down. There are times where you gotta she's very passionate. She's very electric. So I get that. I'm not saying she's perfect. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that if she's with the right coach on the right team with the right people around her, I think she can be very, very successful. And I still feel like Chicago needs to keep her there. Keep her there. She can work on that on those things. Just keep her there and let's get it going. AB says Dana needs to play better. Bottom line, you get no argument with me from that. BBG says at times a lot of players were in their feelings. Summer says, "Well, we grilling Skytown. I'm about to go get my Skytown hat. Like, come on, Tuesday night." Tuesday night is going down. Tuesday night is going down. Skytown all day. You know that's what we're going to talk about. Summer says MAC sticks together. MAC is the acronym for Michaela, Angel, Kennedy, and Camilla. I need the MAC crew together. Goodness Rated says Satu trying to go to the Fever. Interesting. Robert says, I would love it if Raven Johnson came out and was able to join the Sky and reunite with Camilla. That's Robert. Yes. This is what I've been saying. Right now, projections say that we might get Anissa Morrow and we either might get Olivia Miles or Tahina Pow Pow. That's if Raven isn't in it. With Raven in it, I think it gives us Raven and Anissa. This is just projections. We don't know yet. If we can get Anissa freaking Morrow and Raven Johnson on the Sky with Angel and Camilla and Kennedy and Michaela, wrap it up right now. Because once Raven and Niece get acclimated, once they get really developed and they get some reps and they get some time to play with this team, wrap it up. I'm telling you, you're going to see a confidence out of Angel and Camilla you ain't seen, because their left hands, right hands, whatever, are on this team with them, that know where they want the ball, that know how to play with them. Raven is a true point guard. Raven is the truest of the true point guards coming out of college. She's going to be great. I'll take Olivia Miles too. I'm not shading Olivia Miles. You can give me her. What I'm saying, if we get Raven, the amount of times Angel and Camilla will touch that ball is going to be ridiculous, because Raven is somebody that is looking to see how she can get it to one of her bigs, and then she shoots second or third or whatever. Like, she doesn't have to score, but she can if she has to. So, whew, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about the prospects. I'm happy about it. Waldy Mack says that improvement won't happen in one off season while playing live games overseas. If she stayed in training the entire 7 months off season with the trainer, Dana could probably make small leap with skills. And I don't know. What I'm saying is, like, I think last season she played very well overseas. This season she played very well overseas. For whatever reason, it wasn't translating to the W. So I don't know what it's going to take. All I'm saying is, if she's going to be point guard, she has to be ready to be point guard. And if she's not ready, then I don't think they should have her be a point guard. Not a backup, not nothing. Let her be a two guard. Louis is in the house. Hey, what's going on? Goodness Raider says Kennedy Carter is a great passer too. Yep. Jonathan says, is Chelsea Gray a free agent? She's not, but no. Chelsea, Asia, Jackie, AC. No, it's AC. AC's not a free agent. I think all four of them signed the same amount of time. I think all their contracts are up. Maybe not Asia, but I know Jackie and Chelsea, and I want to say it was one other player. I can't remember. It might be Asia, but all of them signed through 2026, if I'm not mistaken. No, through 2025. So they have one more year on their contract. But my dream was to have Chelsea Gray. Y'all know how much I love the Aces. It would hurt them tremendously. I wish we can just borrow her for a few games. Or like if we can get her on the weekends, like a custody battle, get Chelsea Gray over to the Sky. She ain't even got it. She can start and then just go sit on the bench, but let her develop Raven Johnson. Come on. And that's Raven Johnson's favorite player too. We don't even got to have her the whole season. Let Chelsea come over on nights and weekends, on like every second Thursday and weekends. Let her play with us, and then she can go back to the Aces. She ain't got to spend a lot of time. I know she got some healing to do. We don't need her the whole time, but that would be awesome. Kelsey, of course, y'all, I'm kidding. Like, come on. Kelsey Mitchell was sitting with Clark at a Pacers game, smiling like a Cheshire cat. She not leaving Indiana. I I think she was. I think she was. Maybe not now, but I definitely think she was earlier in the season. That was her thought process. Goodness rated says I don't really like Gray's games. Chelsea Gray games. I like her. I love Chelsea. That's the point guard. Lodi Max says call it KFC. Camilla from Kennedy for the assist. Call it KFC. Camilla from Kennedy. Oh, okay. I might have to write that one down. Camilla from Kennedy assist. Okay. Louis says, who's the coach? J Spot. Tara Vanderveer. No, it's Tara is not coming out of retirement. That lady said, I've done enough for this game. I'm good. We got Tyler Marsh. Oh, and then you said, oh, we got Tyler Marsh from the Aces. Yeah. I was hoping Chicago would get a melanated coach. Same here, girl. Same here. Jonathan says we need either Raven, Pow Pow, or Olivia Miles as point guards. Yeah, I'll take either. I'll take either one. I'm partial. I'm partial to Raven Johnson if she comes out early. If not, I'll take Olivia Miles. I like Pow Pow. Pow Pow is good. She can give you a couple of maybe 3 to 4 threes a game. Um, she's working on that. She's been working on her handles. I've seen her in the off season. I'll take Olivia probably over Pow Pow, but if I get Pow Pow or if we get Pow Pow, I ain't mad at that either. Summer says, ooh, Tyler going to get some great draft picks. MJ Lover says, what up, though? What up, MJ? Goodness Rated says, Olivia Miles is much better than Raven Johnson. Miles play like Clark run game. That's fine. I'm a Notre Dame fan too, but I want Raven. I'll take Raven over Olivia Miles. I'm telling you. She just needs more development. She is familiar with both Angel and Camilla, who the team should be built around. To me, that's the better choice. But I'm not mad at Olivia Miles. Bring her over. Bring her over. MJ said, are we forecasting again? Always, always. Summer says, Christina Williams tweeted this. In my opinion, the Sky just acquired one of the best candidates on the market. Excited to see what Marsh will do in Chicago. Don't F this up, Jeff and Michael. Don't F this up. AB says the Sky need a wing and point guard and a backup 4. I agree. Jonathan says, which elite point guard is available because we need to sign her and draft an elite point guard as a rookie. Yep. That's what I was saying. We need a super like amazing veteran point guard. We need vets on this team, like vets that like know the game, vets that are good, vets that can teach. Like we got Will, but we need more vets on this team. So if we can get a really, really, really good veteran point guard, and like you said, that person can teach and develop the new point guard that we get, Chicago can be dangerous. Chicago can be dangerous. Robert says LSU and USC guards are big and bigs together again, and Carter just give the trophy. LSU and USC guards and bigs together again, and Carter just give the trophy to the Sky, because that's all SEC, I believe. Because Kennedy went to Texas A&M, so this is SEC in the house, baby. Give us the trophy. MJ, okay. Jonathan says, I like Nalissa Smith as the backup 4 position. The Sky need to consider assigning her. I like Nalissa Smith. Is she going to be okay with coming off the bench? Is she going to want to go to a team where she comes off the bench when she already kind of struggled with that kind of back and forth thing when she was in Indiana? Because I think didn't Size bench her a few times, if I'm not mistaken? Like she didn't start. Uh, Louis says, with Marsh as coach, I can see Kennedy being on the roster. Wody Max says, Skylar Diggins, then to the sky if a vet is what you want. Ooh, don't. See, y'all be throwing names out there getting me excited. Like any combination of that, like the talent with Chicago is right there. The future of Chicago is right there if they keep it together. Because we got babies. We got two rookies. Well, not about to be rookies, but two first-year players about to be second-year players. A third-year player about to be a fourth-year player. And Michaela, I think, is only maybe going into her fifth or sixth year, maybe fifth year. We got babies. So that talent can be honed, that talent can be developed, and they're good. We ain't got no scraps. This ain't no scraps, young team. This core that we have, they're great. Oh, Big Mama's on the team. She's a vet. She's a vet. But she ain't no point guard. But if we got somebody like Skylar, uh, wow. I don't think Skylar's leaving Seattle though to come play for Chicago. Like we got to understand that Chicago still is a trash organization. Like we're happy right now, but we still got to understand that Chicago's organization is trash. So it's going to take a lot to get, really, really, really good people over to the team. Jonathan says, I like Angel playing the wing. She's versatile and is very good in putting her teammates in a position to score. Yep. And that's what Angel wants to go. Angel came out of high school being, I think she said the number 2 or the number 1 rated wing coming out of high school. She kind of switched it up when she went into college because that's what they needed, but she wants to go back to playing a strong 4 and then going into a stretch 4. That's what her ultimate goal is. Skylar Diggins comes to Chicago as a point guard. That's what Summer says. Rebel, stop it. Christopher says, I love your channel and your energy. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Christopher. Coach Tyler Marsh is a great hire. He will help develop Angel and Camilla with his player development experience. Yes, I believe that. MJ says to Wody Mac in all platforms, would it be like going to start tracking Camilla in China with the Shanghai swordfish soon? The schedule is up. Yeah, they start November 9th. If I'm not mistaken, Kennedy just got to China. I know she's not playing on Camilla's team, but she's part of that league. I think they start November 9th. Jonathan says Nalissa did struggle as a starter. I think she needs to come off the bench and work her way back as a starter. Elizabeth Williams can definitely help her with that. Okay. Goodness Rated says, what about Kennedy Carter playing point? I noticed she makes great decisions. Hold on, it just jumped. I noticed she makes great decisions with the ball. It usually a period, a bucket for CC or a drop off to a big. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about her playing point. I think she's freer playing the 2 guard. But I mean, I've seen her take it up before and run a play maybe or two. I don't see it a lot. Usually if Kennedy is running the ball up, they're ISO. They're setting the isolation play up for her to just go, and it's usually near the end of the quarter. But I mean, I don't know. I want a true point guard for Chicago. That's what I think. Wally Max says, I think Angel should play the small forward some. She can defend well. Angel is an excellent defender. And when she's done with Unrivaled, she's going to be a better defender. Just wait. Just wait. Nalissa Kelslaw says, Nalissa Smith wants to start. That's what I was saying. 2025 will be the final year of her rookie deal. She's going to want to put up stats in order to get paid in 2026 when the salaries are scheduled to increase. Right. And I forget, she is in a rookie contract. So unless Indiana lets her go, she can't go anywhere. So she's not going anywhere unless Indiana lets her go. But I don't think she's going to want to come to Chicago to play, especially not to play behind Angel. I'm not saying anything like they have beef, but I don't see her wanting to do that. Jonathan says Angel needs to play both small forward and her old position, point guard, because she's also good floor. She's a good floor general, and that's what you want your point guards to be, great floor generals, right? I mean, she can play point forward. Like I like Angel running, taking the ball up, running a couple of plays. I think that'd be dope. I'm very interested to see. Like I said, there's so much talent there. Camilla is an excellent passer. I don't know if y'all saw I don't know what game that was, but I think she made, I think that was the night she had like 7 or 8 assists that game. The way Mick kept cutting, and some, I don't even know how Camilla was getting her that ball, but Camilla was getting that ball to Mick. They did it like 3 times in a row, back to back to back. But Camilla's an excellent passer. She can defend. Angel is a great passer. She's a great floor general. She's a great defender. Like, we have talent on this team if it's allowed to grow, which I think was the issue. Like, that was just their first year. It's going to take reps. It's going to take time. And yeah, they got a new coach, so they kind of got to start over, but keep them together. Keep them together. Take the best things that they have, make it work. The things that they need to work on those things. That's what your practices are for. That's what training camp is for. I think Tyler has already been watching this team. Obviously, we know he's been watching, but I think once he got into his mind, that's kind of what he wanted to do. He probably was studying these players. He probably knows a little bit like where their weaknesses and strengths are. And I think day one, he started on what do I need to do to get these players to where they need to be. And then we can work as a team. So I'm very excited by that. Goodness Rated says not to say much, but in my personal opinion, Brianna Stewart plays point better than Sabrina. Um, I saw that a couple of times. I mean, I always like to see when bigs run the ball up and they can run plays. Asia does it too, every now and then. I think it's dope. So I'm very excited, y'all. I didn't want to stay on here super long, but I am very excited that we have Tyler Marsh from My Aces, keeping it in the family. This is somebody again who knows what it takes to get a team to be a championship team. They have been very successful, him and Natalie, and it's not for nothing. Both of them are head coaches now. Like, I think they really know what they're doing and know what they're talking about, and we'll see what happens with their teams. Jonathan says, I want Angel to work on her 3 point shooting. If she works her way up as an above average 3 point shooter, it'll make her position easier for small forwards since she's already good at rebounds. Uh, MJ Lover says Chicago Sky management equals shady. Yeah, I don't trust them. I don't like them. AB says, I'm praying that the women get what they need from the upcoming CBA. That part too. And I think they will. Um, this 2025 season is going to be under the CBA. After that is a done deal. And they're starting to negotiate. So their goal is to have the CBA done by the time 2026 season starts. Oh, it's raining real hard. I was like, what is that noise? Sounds like thunder. But I hope they get what they want. I hope they get what they're asking for. I hope it makes them happy. Whatever it is, they deserve the world. They probably can't get the world, but I hope they get close to it because these women play hard and they deserve what, they deserve to get some stuff. So very excited. I'm very excited for Chicago. All I wanted was my family to stay together. That's all I wanted. Once he got rid of Teaspoon, that kind of hurt me a lot because she's part of that family. But I just didn't want anybody else to leave. I wanted Angel and Camilla, Kennedy, Mick. I want all of them to stay together. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. The lottery draft is coming up November 17th. That's in a few weeks. So we get to find out what number draft pick we will get in the lottery, 1 through 4. For those of you that don't know, Dallas has an opportunity to swap picks with Chicago. So if Chicago does get number one or number two, and Dallas doesn't get number one, Dallas can swap. So I don't know what pick we're going to end up getting, but if we get a higher pick than Dallas, they're going to swap with us. So we won't get any lower than 4. So we shall see what happens November 17th. If I don't have to work, I will be live with Sess Talk Sports. But if I do have to work, I'll just have to watch it and talk to y'all later about it. But outside of that, I will be live on Tuesday. We're going to talk about this some more. Catch me live Tuesdays at around 7-ish p.m. Central. Sometimes I go later than that. Sometimes I start at 8. It just depends on when I get off work. But if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you are in here, it's at least 65 people in here. Give me the thumbs up on your way in or your way out. I would appreciate that. But turn those bells on so you know when I'm going live and you won't miss it, because we're going to have a lot to talk about. We're going to be kicking it. It's always fun at the J Spot Network. When we talk, when we go live, it's always a fun atmosphere. I just had to get on here and tell y'all I'm so excited that we have Tyler Marsh. I'm very excited for what he's going to bring. I can't wait for his first press conference. I can't wait to hear what he has to say and what his plans are. I can't wait to hear from the players. It's going to be an exciting off season. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. Way to go. You get Jeff, you are down here. You're like right here now. You're right there. Okay. Keep up the good work, please. All right. I'm about to be out of here. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.